All right, Cal is here, and so is Sarah, but we're just going to talk about Cal today. I'm not going to go super into every single number because you guys can read this yourself. I'm just going to cover the bare bones basics to make sure you guys know, is this guy someone I should start preparing to farm for? Like, finish up my farms and start picking this up, and we'll find out. So unaligned force user, no Jedi or anything. They seem to think he's going to go with unaligned force users, him being next to, being over here with Tano and Starkiller. So basic is kind of straightforward. Does normal damage, inflicts defense down, speed down, which would be good for slowing down faster enemies, depending on, of course, his potency. And then at different damage thresholds, he does certain things. While he's at his 75% health, gets some health steal, a little bit lower, attacks again, does some critical chance down, attacks a third time if he's super weak. So, he'll kind of become more violent as he becomes more vulnerable, which I think is a nice little unique mechanic. I like when they add stuff that's, multiple attacks are in the game, but there's a threshold, and it's just, I just enjoy stuff like this. I think this is a pretty good basic here. Help Me BD1 for special, recover 45% health, which is pretty good if they're already at max health, and instead it says 30% protection, so you get some banners back, some recoverability, some survivability. Not super great, or sorry, is super great. I don't know why I said not super great. Love some protection recovery, love some banners. And if they're full health and protection, you give some critical hit immunity, which is cool, I guess. And then some accuracy, which I guess is kind of a meme because I'm sure they're going to bring back dodge datacrons. Not so fast, second special. Get some evasion down, some speed down, which will be nice, and some tenacity down on all enemies for 2 turns, and all allies gain critical damage up and speed up for 2 turns. So I like this playing with the basic because they get turn meter. So the turn meter for resisted debuffs, which is whatever. But if the target already has speed down, they're stunned for 1 turn. And as you know, we can apply some speed down up here with a basic. So if we hit a basic AoE, we can get a nice little stun off. Super, super cool. Unique 1, I'm persistent. This has a Zeta and an Omicron. Unfortunately, my 4 least favorite words in the entire game, Wall and Territory Wars, are present in the Omicron. So I'm not even going to really bother reading that. I just don't think it's going to be worth it because I'm not a huge Territory War fan. But there are thousands and thousands of Territory War fans who play this game, so you guys are probably going to be enjoying that a little bit. But online force users get some health and some tenacity, which is nice for some resistance, for some extra 3% speed, and Cal recover 5% health and protection when they're critically hit, which should be nice. A little recovery, a little survivability. If there is a light side or dark side online force user, they get some protection stacking, which is cool, I guess. For each special ability used by each other character, Cal gains a stack of persistence, another little added mechanic. Here's the thing, I like when they add these mechanics. Sometimes they add too many. I think Cal's kit's it's at the right level of complexity, nuance. It adds new stuff. It's fresh, but it's also not like completely overwhelming and kind of unreadable, which I appreciate. Can't dispel the evaded prevented, the normal gist. And then if an opponent takes the first turn encounter, Cal gains 15 stacks of persistence. So, if they're faster, maybe mod him to be 1 speed slower. I don't know. You can't really mod for 1 speed slower, but is this going to incentivize having a slow team? Who knows? So at 10 stacks, they get foresight. At 20 stacks, they get defense up and some protection up for 2 turns, which is nice, I guess. And at 30 stacks, ability block and buff immunity on all enemies for 2 turns, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. That's going to really turn the tide of battle. Of course, can't be evaded or resisted. All allies gain 50% turn meter, which is pretty hot. Doubled for light side and unaligned force users, so basically a free turn for all of his unaligned boys and girls. So, while in Territory Wars, and there is a Ahsoka Fulcrum with an upgraded Omicron, this is the weirdest line I have ever seen, and I'm kind of sad. Ahsoka's solo Omicron effects are no longer disabled when she has allies. The effect persists throughout the feat. That's busted. That's actually crazy. That's actually fucking crazy. Not gonna lie. That is going to break a lot of stuff. Of course, we have the new effect persistence and blah 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 blah. There's other stuff here, but that's the kit. So pretty solid. Let's see what the people are saying. Let's see what the people are saying. This is another video game guy. Is he pals with Revan? Nothing earth-shattering. I was hoping Hero's version of Cal, his second ability doesn't quite seem worth the entire ability. Yeah, so he's not great. He's not terrible. He's just basic. You know what I mean? He's fresh. He's fun. He's exciting. He's wild. He's wacky. I said I wasn't going to read the Junda kit, but This is actually the first time I'm looking at it. So a basic unaligned force user allies gain tenacity up for 2 turns, and allies gain accuracy up. So more accuracy up, more tenacity up. I guess that kind of works with Cal. We have a cooldown of 5. That's kind of fat. All allies gain bonus protection for 2 turns, 10% bonus protection, 5% protection for each active ally. Allied force user allies. So kind of pointless. The weakest dark side or other light side unaligned force user ally gains damage immunity for 1 turn. That's hot. Okay. So this is whatever. This is hot. Special 2. Target 1 enemy. Bonus damage equal to 10% of max health. So max health damage for each turn an enemy is taken. Oh, so this is kind of like an end game nuke. That's kind of hot. I kind of like that. This ability starts on cooldown and can't be evaded. Oh, cooldown of 10. That's pretty cool. That's kind of like a mini cat nuke. I love that. The weakest other light side online force ally gains 50% health recovery. Nice. Seer gains tenacity for each dark side online force user ally, 20% protection for each unaligned force user ally, 20% defense for each Jedi ally. Kind of nice. If allies are dark side or online force users, there's no galactic legend allies start the battle at the start of each turn. Seer's cooldown is increased by 1. Whenever an enemy takes a turn, cooldowns are decreased by 1. What the hell? That's kind of interesting, I guess. And she has a Grand Arena Omicron, so I actually will want to read this. Just normal stats. Until they take their first turn, whenever an enemy starts to return, all unaligned force users gain 5% critical chance. So some stacking crit chance and crit damage every time they go. So basically, like, just they want the other team to be fast. Maybe another turn meter beater because you're just going to be ramping stats like crazy. While allies have accuracy up, which we have talked about, they will have oftentimes. They also have a 50% crit damage. Ooh. And turn meter whenever an unaligned force user ally takes damage from enemy. That's kind of hot. All right, here's the Omicron. This will make or break it. If all allies are dark side or light side unaligned force user, and there are no galactic legend allies start the battle, all allies gain 30% max health and protection and are immune to ability block and daze. That's really hot. At the start of each encounter, all unaligned force user allies gain protection up 75%. Holy cow. For each instance of damage an unaligned force user ally deals to an enemy, they gain 10% offense stacking. Oh my goodness. Until the ally takes their first turn, whenever an enemy starts their turn, the unaligned force user ally gets an additional 10% crit. Holy cow. Whenever an enemy dispels a buff, they recover 15% health and protection and gain advantage to turn. Whenever an ally dispels a buff, they recover. Wait. Oh, debuff and buff. Holy cow. That's kind of busted. I'm not going to lie. I like this kit way more than I like Cal. Like, obviously there's no stuff that they're showing here, like the cool animations or whatever, but that is busted.